Hello, everyone. Happy October 1st. Happy October. All right. So, I lay out four different or five different card decks. The playing cards have a coin on it from left to right. Tarot deck, traditional tarot deck has like a healing stone, like a pie stone. I can't remember the name of this particular stone. But I'll bring it in closer for you guys to see. So you can, whichever deck vibes with you, okay? I want to say it's a bloodstone or I can't remember. Pyrite, the animal wisdom deck. Tarot deck has a clear quartz crystal. And then Labradorite is on a heart, psychic tarot heart oracle deck. Okay, so pick which one vibes with you. I've been doing this type of reading since my channel started, but I kind of stopped doing the full moon reading. So this is a full moon in Aries tarot reading. I'll do the astrology video coming up, and I'll do you guys as October videos as well. So basically, pick one that resonates with you. You could pick two, but just pick one, and then I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to turn over a card, from that deck. Okay, probably like 3 cards from each deck. Okay, that way you guys have 3 readings. So, just pick what you resonate with. All right, so I'm going to put this bad boy here. All right, those are the selenite ones. So I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to start with this playing deck. All right. Okay, so if you pick the playing deck, you have 9 of hearts. And the 9 of hearts is about water element also, okay? And 9 is endings and beginnings in numerology. You can think about it that way. Making a wish and it coming true. It's something to do with love. Maybe wanting a baby. It has to do with that as well. Maybe a relationship growing more with love. Okay, so if you happen to pick this one and this one, then, that's good. And wishing more from a relationship as well. So really think about, why do you want this relationship to work? Is it from a desperate point of view, or for you it's like starting something new? So it could be something positive, or it could be something positive but maybe wishing too much into it. So never force something to grow. It has to be natural. So that's a good reminder. Okay, 7 of hearts. Okay, an enemy at work. Okay, or broken promises, a partner or a friend. This could be involved with someone that's your spouse, your partner, your friend. Some kind of unfaithfulness. Maybe make sure that you're not talking too much about things that you shouldn't be talking about, and trusting people just because they're around. That's never good. Just make sure that you're not around undependable people. Okay, because they'll continuously let you down. And you got to think about 7 as spiritual learning, like always learning about something, right? So maybe this full moon, it's a super moon, I believe it's a harvest moon. So just be mindful of why you're doing things. Really look into that. And that's a powerful thing, to just sit back, relax, sit back, relax, really think about why you're doing what you're doing, right? Because it's all coming from the heart so far. But now when we have the clubs, the Queen of Clubs, this is a fire energy. This is your spirit, okay? And this one is asking you to be creative when it comes to whatever the situation is. Now, this represents a charismatic woman, right? Someone that has a lot of personality, a powerful person to you. Maybe it's someone you admire, maybe it's someone you want to be. Okay, maybe you want to implement that, but you can't find it in someone else. This person always seems like they're winning, and that's great for them. Maybe it's time for you to really break away in a smooth way, maybe there's a relationship that needs to end. Maybe it's time for you to grow. This is the full moon, so you can take advantage of the full moon for that reason. Okay, so we're going to go to the next card, and I'm going to take off the three top ones because I already shuffled them already. So whatever is there is there. So if you pick the second pile, okay, it's a Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is about focusing. This month of October, you know, is the first day of the month for the calendar. It's a full moon in Aries. So take the time to really stay focused on the goals that you have for yourself. You have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So that's like a balance, right? So there's focus and prosperity. That's what I'm pulling, because you can pull anything from these cards, but focus and prosperity and more of that, whatever you feel that is good for you coming through. So if you can focus and do what is needed and not get distracted, it will work. The Ace of Swords is the power of your words, and it's a full moon. So the power of your words can be used in chanting, in whatever it is, writing things down, get the calendar out, write it down, get the calendar for 2021. You know, this just came to me, maybe for each month, write like a positive affirmation at the top of the calendar, you know, something like that, a chant, something, you know, let it flow and see, you know, have it like bless each month that's coming up, even October, November, and December, but January through December for next year. So that would be a good thing to do. But know the power of your words, and have that within you, and also have that within you, and also project it to the things that you want to do. Now, this is the animal spirit, okay? So the first one is a pelican, the second one is a horse, and the third is a frog. All right, so this one might take a little time, okay? So I'm going to read them intuitively and not like from the card deck, okay? So the pelican is all about forgiveness, right? And whenever I'm reading this, some things I might not say that will come up for you. That's a big like yes for you, and that's good, okay? So let go of your judgments, right? So let go of your judgments, and I feel like it's definitely strong for a lot of people who are water sign, just because the pelican, that's its environment, right? And it's for everyone too. So it could be anything that represents, symbolizes water for you. So, you know, this is all about forgiveness and about your dedication to your own survival, what you are doing, and the choices that you're making. So the choices that you're making plays a big part in why you feel like there needs to be forgiveness and why you're not forgiving. The horse is about freedom. You always have a choice, and this is true. You know, I feel like it's vibing off of forgiveness too, and you're free to. And the horse is dropping. You're free to forgive, and you're free not to. But there is some work that needs to be done, and you're the one that's going to have to do it. And let go of the burdens. Let go of the weights, extra weight that you're carrying that's not yours. Okay. So definitely you have to free yourself, and you have that choice. The frog is purification, water again. Okay. And that's really interesting because I know Chiron plays a big part in this full moon coming up. So I'm going to do that full moon astrology horoscope video as well. So clear out the clutter. Okay. And that's true. I've been feeling that too, and just been doing a lot of redecorating, a lot of cleaning, and things that I need to get done. And I'm actually proud. I'm doing it, you know, in good timing and not really worrying about it, just little pieces at a time. So this is like what needs purification for you. What do you need to clean out? You know, get rid of the clutter, because that's where all that negative energy is settling, and it's just going to cause like more stress, right? And you think of pyrite. Pyrite's very grounding, right? And once you clear out all of these things that you don't need, do the forgiveness, letting go of judgment, right? The pelican, and the horse, freedom and choice, and then the purification from the frog, right? So we took that in. Now this is a clear quartz. Now this is Halloween. I love, love, love this time. So these are the 3 cards I'm pulling from here. I love doing this because I used to do it many different ways, but I like this way. Okay, so let's start with the first, Midnight, okay? I'm going to get another Halloween deck too. I want to make my own, but we'll see. Okay, Midnight, the most magical hour of all. And that's funny because I think I can't look on a device right now because I didn't write it down yet. I think the high peak in my location is at midnight sometime for this full moon. So midnight is really powerful, especially when it comes to pulling herbs, right? Because I know my ancestors, the indigenous ones, the African, they would have the moonlight shining down on the herbs. That was something I heard a long time ago from the old folks, and I was like, really? And I didn't realize how spiritual it was because I didn't consider them to be spiritual at all. They're just like everyday people, right? So it's pretty interesting. So midnight's a powerful time. The the night is more calm at that time as well. And I think the quietness of it, just looking at it on that top layer, the stillness of the moment where you can just reflect and actually be still and be silent and get in an appreciative mode of whatever it is that you are planning to do, right? So just feeling gratitude, right? And just even watching nature, maybe that's like a quiet time for you to reflect, to be quiet and to be still, and then to pull in whatever positive energies that you want, or just meditate, reflect, right? Okay, so one of my favorite image, hearth. Okay, happiness in our hearts and homes. So maybe it doesn't have to be at the end of the month, but making a special dinner for yourself and friends, even if you have to do it over video. But I feel like people will end up have to doing 3 different dinners this month, just to scheduling people far away. But that's fun, we're I would love to go trick or treating, but I think I might finally do a Halloween party. I've always put off doing a home Halloween party, but doing that with my family, immediate family, but just being home, maybe doing something that is a dinner, or just appreciating the home, even though we all feel like we've been stuck in the home, but doing something that is a fun party. Maybe neighbors will have Halloween parties, or Day of the Dead parties in their home, in their backyard, and just waving to each other or something. It's in my mind, like I'm thinking of that. If you guys have something like that, then share it with me. But backyard parties, and just really enjoying the season and really appreciating the home and all the magic that you can do and bless the home. I feel like that's really good. Ghost, any regrets that you may have. Regrets, yes. It's like a shedding season too. It's a season to let go of things that you might not have been willing to let go of, and this is the time to do so. So even though it can be a time to really appreciate what you have, to pull in what you want, it's also a time to heal and to let go. And especially on this full moon, it's a time for healing and what needs to be healed, and doing that way you can start a new chapter and a better chapter. What can you let go of? Why are you building up this regret? What are you afraid of? So once you can get over the fear, then you can actually move forward and do whatever it is that you want, because you're not worried about outside influences or thoughts. Just do it and make it happen. But letting go of that, right? Letting go of the past. Find out why. I could go on and on about it, but I need to do a separate video on that. So this is Labradorite. And this is the love card. So I'm going to put them one behind each other. So if you picked this one, and this is your reading for that full moon, embrace. 21 breaks down to the number 3, right? So what do you need to embrace? I'm reading this intuitively. Your heart, your world around you, yourself. It's a battle between what's going to give you foundation. Are you running away from the responsibility of your foundation, right? That's playing heavily on your mind. But also grounding your heart is really powerful. That can mean many things to people. What does it mean when I say ground your heart? Really focus your heart on the core matter. What's your foundation? What's the core of the problem? What's the seed of the problem, right? What's really going on? And heal that. And sometimes that's the thing with healing, and it came up last week, that sometimes you can work through something and let it go, and you'll truly let it go, right? But then it might come up a week later, it might come up a month later, it might come up 6 months later. Then do the damn work again. Let it go, right? And then think about your heart. Think about the strength of your, say, solar plexus, your energy, your strength to do things, right? Using these terminologies to explain it. Think about your energy, your drive to do things. That has to go up to the heart, right? And it's your own self-determination, right? And this full moon is Aries, and it's I am, it's the self. So how can you heal yourself, right? Because everything will happen in threes, you think, positive or negative, because it's like that saying, you know, it's crazy to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're getting the same results. And that's all about healing your heart. Then you can spread your wings. Two is balance, right? So this is about you finding your path, but you only can do that if you really truly look at yourself and embrace who you are right now, not hate on yourself, but embrace who you are right now. And then you can actually feel like, I can breathe. And like you feel like you have that connection above. Like in Qigong, we talk about the Tai Chi pole, right? And grounding yourself, pulling down on that North Star and grounding yourself to the core of the earth. So really allowing yourself to ground yourself, be where you are, feel and find balance within, and then allow yourself to move forward. Perfect. I've been playing my flute a little bit, not that much, but air, voice, wind, right? And I think this type of sound, I didn't make the video yet, but this type of sound is definitely fall. Any kind of flute and the autumn leaves blowing in the wind, the changing colors, the birds, the fresh air, water element, like all the elements, right? New vitality is appreciating in being in the moment, right? So one is self and one is Aries, the full moon. So I'm like seeing how this all ties in. And just looking at different options, different choices, I feel like in the different colors. It could be the different chakras, the different things that balance us. And really bringing those all into harmony when you think about music, harmony, right? And we all go through rough times and struggles, but there's beauty in that struggle if we really learn the freaking message. And we find our new strength, our new vitality, and we feel whole as one being, right? But there's many things, many lessons, many hardship, many joys, many things that make us whole. And sometimes we look at just one thing and it can bring us up or it could bring us down. But all in all, we have to make it all make sense in a sense. or if it doesn't make sense, then we just throw it out away and learn the lesson. But we just want balance. We want to have a new renewment, a new strength, new energy for ourselves. And we can do that for the full moon, right? Because that full moon is giving us the energy to fulfill or see the fulfillment in everything, right? See the fulfillment in what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks or so, right? Find that flower of it all, right? Just find, okay, yes, I did do this, I did do that. This did work, this didn't. Just find the joy and find where you've learned and where you feel like you've accomplished something, and find the fulfillment, you know, even if no one else sees it. Maybe it's only your wisdom, right? So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading for the full moon, October 1st in Aries, the I am energy. So hopefully you can apply the I am energy to all of these readings here. And I will see you guys for the astrology video. All right, I'm going to upload this one right now, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.